What's up with the squad? Back with another video. Y'all see what's going on. Other videos y'all want to check out, make sure y'all DM me on Instagram LifeWithRecklezz or email me LifeWithRecklezz@yahoo.com. Definitely glad to be back. Took a little day off, you know. I think a lot of times, you know, things get a little bit overwhelming. We got a newborn, you know, and you know, got a 2-year-old, and just dealing with different things, you know. Definitely had to take a day off. I don't remember. It had to be a couple months ago where I actually took a day off, you know. So definitely, you know, appreciate everybody, you know, sharing and liking and commenting and everything on these videos. I definitely appreciate it. But you know, thanks to my parents, they actually came and got both of the girls yesterday, and I wasn't feeling well. I wasn't feeling well at all. I think I just had a lot on my mind, you know, blood pressure was up and, you know, all that. So definitely feeling better today, you know, been a little chill day. Gonna cook, gonna get something to eat and get some basketball going. If y'all bet, y'all on FanDuel and all of that, hit me up, I'm telling y'all, hit me up. But without further ado, make sure you hit the like button, that subscribe button. Let's get in the video.
Surfing time! You hear something? I wonder what that is. What is that? Man overboard! What? That's the boat! You wouldn't want to tie you off. Don't blame this one.
This is wild.
What? You lost my sunglasses.
Benny funny for this one. Wow.
What's up, guys? It's your boy, Benny. Hey, Benny, why are you so obsessed with the drowning at Barack Obama's mansion? It makes tons of sense. Just believe the official narrative. A guy who knew how to swim, got on a paddleboard, and drowned, and then his body went under the water, like all bodies do, and disappeared forever, and Barack Obama just happened to be there along with a bunch of witnesses, and they all watched it happen on camera. This is normal. Don't worry about it. This is totally something that happens. Mysterious young women that were with him, that were soaking wet and cold and talking to the police. Barack Obama was physically there to intimidate them. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, we know this now. Check this out. Ladies and gentlemen, I mean, again, I have been on this story. We have been latched on to this story like Voldemort Zelensky on the Treasury Department here in the United States of America. Like, we ain't nothing gonna get us off this story. We are a barnacle on the bottom of the ship here, and nobody wants you to find the truth. They have been hiding the truth from you. Did you know that Barack Obama was actually there that night? Oh,
I didn't even know that. That is crazy.
That's the biggest lie and the biggest tell. Now, it's very important to put tweets like this in context, okay? I like this account. But saying, breaking, newly obtained report states that Barack Obama was on the scene shortly after his chef, Tafari Campbell, went missing. Also, the report says that an unnamed female staffer jumped into the water when Tafari fell off his board. It was too late. The Secret Service has surveillance footage of Campbell. What is Obama hiding? All right, and here's the photos of you know, of all of them. Right. So, is it true? Let's hunt it down. Yeah, it's true. Our friends at Judicial Watch, big fan of Judicial Watch. Judicial Watch, new records reveal Barack Obama's presence at emergency scene, Obama family chef drowning, along with an incredible note here that Barack Obama was standing looming over the witness interviews for the drowning of his chef. That's a little strange. Judicial Watch announced today that it received 40 pages of records from Massachusetts State Police that indicate the presence of Barack Obama witness interviews and death investigation of Obama's personal chef. Well, that's strange because Obama's press people and PR operation, which is apparently the best and most sophisticated in the world, of course, you know where the former president is, right? Obama's one of the most famous guys on earth, running the White House. He's the literal president of the United States right now. Literal.
Benny said it for me, yo.
Metaphorical president of the United States, president in action. Joe Biden's just the cutout, just the diseased Muppet stand-in to humiliate all of us. Barack Obama's running the show. So, of course, everyone knows where he is. Barack Obama's entire press team said, he's not there. He's not even on the island. That was their initial response was, oh, he's nowhere to be found. They were lying to you. Records indicate, heavily redacted, Barack Obama arrived in an emergency response scene via motorcade a short time after the death. So that's totally different than Barack Obama's nowhere to be found, or their revision, Barack Obama was at a different residence, way far away, on the other side of the island, Like the proximity of the president to this, who knows, crime scene. You have to assume somebody died, a man with children and wife. Like, we're very sorry that this happened to Tafari Campbell and his family, right? Like, but we seem to be the only people that are like asking questions about what happened here.
Exactly. Wow.
Check this out. A short time later, a cold...
And it's crazy because, like, I'm not even, like, I usually don't even, like, I don't know if I mentioned this in the, I dropped another video that has something to do with this. Tafari Campbell's, I'm pretty sure it was his uncle or his nephew, if I'm saying this right. It might be his nephew. Somebody. But they follow me on Instagram shortly after I dropped the other video that I, react to about this. I'm not really sure who he is or nothing, but I seen a post saying, a long post, and people was commenting, saying stuff. So, and usually I don't like believe stuff like that, but then I seen people was commenting saying, sorry for your loss and this and that. Now, that's probably like the only person I've seen like from the family that's like said something about it. But I don't know. I find this whole story a little interesting and a little bit crazy.
Cold, wet woman who was a witness arrived. Huh? So a cold, wet woman arrives after Barack Obama does? What the F? The next morning, an eyewitness was interviewed in the Obama residence with Barack Obama leering over them, with Barack Obama present. It says so right there. The record also details the existence of Secret Service video of Campbell and his paddleboard companion entering the water, the Secret Service emergency response, in the immediate aftermath of the drowning. The state police records show that they concluded no foul play in the accidental death. But that don't make no sense. As always, ladies and gentlemen, it's important to go through what we actually know. Firstly, who's the mystery witness that was swimming with Tafari Campbell? Some girl was swimming with him. What does that person know? Who is that person? Why was she swimming with him? Why didn't the Secret Service come and help? Apparently they were watching the whole thing. The Secret Service has like great trained swimmers, like most sophisticated security force in the world, and the guy just drowns. Thirdly, like, doesn't make any sense. The guy just like falls off his board and sinks right to the bottom of the water. Like, do you know how this stuff works?
The drone age has begun in the large-scale military online action game War Thunder.
That's wild.
Do you know how this all works? Like, the guy could swim. Tafari Campbell, Obama's chef, drowned in 8 feet of water. Here he is swimming laps. This is from his Instagram account that they have now locked down and deleted. His Instagram account used to have access where you could go in and see these stories of him bragging about how good he is now at swimming. This is him. Nobody's ever disputed that this is him. Here he is, taking swimming lessons, doing laps.
Wow.
So this guy fell off a board and drowned in like completely calm waters. By the way, this is not like some crazy, this is not like, they weren't out to sea, There wasn't some monsoon. This was a peaceful, this is like a pond. Again, ladies and gentlemen, I believe that is deeply respectful to the people who lost their father or husband, family member, to ask these questions and to get these answers. But at every step of the way, it seems like they continue to lie to us. Here's Judicial Watch.
But sometimes that's the thing, though. Like, sometimes, like, it takes the public, it takes, other people to take stand and want to actually. It's necessarily like getting in somebody's business, but not getting in somebody's business. In a way, if you know what I mean. Like, it's one of those things, like, you looking out for somebody, like, this is something that's serious, and you want answers. Like, this is, again, somebody that's, like you said, famous. Like, this, we talking about Obama, so I feel like this is something that's serious, and it's so much stuff that's so, like, corrupt, stuff that's, getting hidden, and it's crazy.
Report here, and the tweet stating this. Fox News stating as much as well, in case you need further evidence of the findings here.
Fox News alert, we have new information tonight in the drowning death of Obama's personal chef, Tafari Campbell. The Massachusetts State Police responded to our FOIA request and released their report with some redactions. According to the report, Obama was on the scene shortly after Campbell went missing. Report also states an unmanned female staffer jumped into the water when Tafari fell off his board, but it was already too late. He disappeared. We also now know that Secret Service has surveillance footage of Campbell from Obama's compound moments before he entered the water. So we're going to see if we can get that, and we may have that for you. Again, we're very, very sorry for Tafari's family. That was a serious, serious tragedy.
A serious tragedy, yeah, absolutely.
So where's the footage at?
So Fox News reporting it out. Judicial Watch getting the actual records. So when you see tweets like this, they are backed up, right? Along with reporting like this, says Tafari Campbell paddleboard death riddle. Cops left call log blank when people wrote, when the 911 call was initially called in. They refused to reveal who he was in the water with.
And I think that's the big thing right there. Once people find out who he was in the water with, if that ever comes out, which I'm sure it is, everything comes out, then it's once you hide somebody from, you know, a situation, we all know that that person is obviously, you know, in some shape or form scared, and they're a person that's, oh, I'm gonna say something, but being hushed, you know, like it's just so much, like it's weird. It's weird. I don't know.
Again, everything makes no sense. None of it makes sense. And if you need a good map of the property, here, I mean, this is, again, they're not paddleboarding out into the rough ocean. They're paddleboarding out into a pond. This is Obama's house. Tafari Campbell drowning death deemed an accident. Massachusetts police are still withholding basic information about Barack Obama personal chef under the guise of an ongoing investigation. So they've been hiding and trying as hard as they can to stop this information from coming out. It's very, very strange. Bill Clinton and George W. Bush's chef died in the exact same way. He drowned of mysterious circumstances. He was very fit and very active. He drowned up in a mountainside somewhere. Strange coincidences indeed, I suppose. When the initial report was released, and they have been released, so here's the initial report for the actual death and autopsy, you can see some very curious things, and we went through and we did a full breakdown of the initial report. But of note, there are 42 past incidents at, this is the 42. Address, right? Public 42. Document. What can you say? This is the address. So why have there been 42 past incidents at Obama's house? That doesn't make any.
I almost want to see. I want to look up. Hopefully, I find something. I want to see what those incidents were. I want to see all, like, what, at least half of them. We talking about 42. I just want to see 20.
Any sense?
I just want to see 20.
So, you know, why was everyone so mysterious about all of this? Received a 911 call. This is directly from the police report, right? Massachusetts State Police. Received a 911 call from the address, identified as Secret Service member. Requested at least an ambulance response, unsure of the exact services needed. Really? Really? Again, there are a lot of strange things in the report. I guess the thing that really confounds me is how this guy... what happened? Can someone please explain to me? Everyone's talking about this being an accident. So here's Tom Fitton talking about the really weird cover-up here. Like, why do you have to sue to get these records? Why didn't they just release these records? If they weren't hiding something, why did they lie about where Barack Obama was? We have just now found out that they have footage of this. We've long suspected that, and that Barack Obama was physically there. Why was Barack Obama physically there? Why did they have to lie about where Obama was? Why were they? Why?
Transgender.
This is getting crazy,
very, very cool through the media.
Definitely getting crazy.
Why have there been 42 different incidents at Barack Obama's place? And who are these mystery women that show up cold, wet, and freezing after this horrible tragedy? Because of course it's a tragedy, right? Yeah, totally. Guy had kids, got a beautiful family, got a wife. Everyone apparently really liked the guy, you know, according to firsthand witnesses and people who would, you know, he'd go in and buy groceries, and he's a chef. All the locals say they really liked him. It's a great dude. So
I don't know. When you're a chef, that's exactly why when they were saying like you being a chef, like let's think about that. You're a chef in the White House, and so it's it's one of those things. It's hard to say because you've never been in that position. But just thinking about it, like you're around a lot of people that talk about a lot of things. Just think about that. When do you talk about business and stuff the most? You talk about it during breakfast when you get up, lunch, dinner. That's a chef. So if a chef is hearing different things, bringing it, and not to mention things can be so corrupt and so messed up that it's like, there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of stuff that's said that's you never know. So I feel like it was a lot of things, It had to be.
So why all the mystery? Why did it take them so long to find this man? A lot of people say that he may have also been naked. The reason why people say that is because it says that they found they did a search and they found his clothes on the shore.
But that's what I'm saying. Didn't they say he was wearing like some like the diving gear, like the little how well, that's a lot. I don't know. How does that just come off? Ain't that like tight? Like, because I'm pretty sure he was wearing that, right? If I'm not mistaken.
So they went through to like go and search for him, and they were able to find like his clothes and his personal items, and then it took them another. It took at first light, so it took them an entire through the night, and then they found him the next day.
What?
I think it was close to 24 hours. It took to actually find Tafari Campbell. So, again, doing our best to just break down all the available information here and simply ask questions. The cover-up, ladies and gentlemen, is really what we're concerned about. Why would they cover this up? If this was just a simple accident, then what is wrong with simply releasing the information to us?
Because they know a lot of people are going to be asking questions. Hey, what people fail to realize is there are some really, really, really strong independent journalists out here that loves to ask amazing questions.
Make it better? Wouldn't that stop? You are the people, by the way, that have broken everyone's belief in the official narrative, the corporate media agenda. And as I have asked in every single one of these videos, if this happened at Mar-a-Lago and Trump's chef died, and Trump was there leering over the witnesses,
man, they gonna get everybody there. Everybody, hey, you cutting the grass? Oh, you in this too. Put him in the report. Oh, you sitting there? Oh, okay. Who are you? Oh, you just visiting. You're filming? Oh, put him in the report. Everybody ain't covering up nothing. I'm telling y'all.
Do you not think that people would be asking insane amounts of questions about this? Just for the sheer, curiosity of how such a tragedy could occur? Yeah. Especially on the watch of the Secret Service? Yeah.
I don't know, y'all. Another banger from Benny. Definitely make sure y'all, if y'all ain't subscribed to Benny yet, I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all are definitely lit. Definitely had to catch this video and definitely, had to react to it. Definitely glad to be back. I know a lot of people are asking, am I, getting rid of my channel and stuff like that. We're going to push through, y'all. We're going to keep trying, stuff is, obviously, my channel's getting messed with, but it's okay. It's okay. Just got to keep moving, keep grinding, and keep on, supporting y'all just like y'all support me. So I definitely appreciate everybody. Much love to everybody. Make sure y'all DM me or email me. If y'all didn't catch that at the beginning of the video, make sure y'all hit the like button, subscribe button. Much love to everybody. Catch y'all next one.